guys, it's Paige, and today I'm going to be doing a very, very highly requested video. This has been requested ever since I even mentioned that I saw this movie, but I'm going to be doing a Spring Breakers review, and yeah, if you guys didn't know, I saw this movie in a screening in about October, so I've known about it for a while, and I saw the film, like, I think we were in the audience, like the first audience to see the movie, other than like the people that were actually producing the movie and whatnot. So that was really exciting, and I know you guys are gonna ask me a ton of questions as to how I got invited to that and whatnot. I go to a lot of screenings and I just kind of get invited to random ones. I didn't even know it was gonna be Spring Breakers until I got there. So yeah, it's not like because of YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, okay, we're just gonna move on with it. I was going to do a review like sooner, but I didn't want to like spoil the movie for anyone, and also I wanted to see it again because I had seen it back in October, so I didn't like remember everything, so I'm gonna stop rambling. But I saw it again, and now I'm going to be reviewing it for you guys. So a lot of people, just right off the bat, I'm going to like kind of address this issue because everyone's like, oh my god, this movie looks so trashy, why did you make a lookbook based on this movie? You know, why do you like this movie so much? It's so trashy. It's just girls wearing bikinis, drinking, and doing drugs. And it's like, it's so much more than that, and it really makes me angry when people say that because they clearly haven't seen the movie, because if you saw the movie you would know that it's definitely more than that. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how it's different and whatnot. I'm just going to go kind of, hopefully in order. I'm really bad at doing like movie reviews according to what I'm supposed to be doing. I kind of just ramble, as you guys can probably tell. But oh my gosh, stop rambling. So I'm going to start off first with the directing, which was Harmony Korine. If you guys don't know who he is, he's like a legend, and this was like probably my favorite film by him. I've seen a few other ones. I really like his work overall, but it was just like he basically made his own new art form, and it was beautiful, and everything was just like set up basically so you feel the movie, like you're in this movie. And I felt that, like, even when I look back on it and like think about the movie, because I do that all the time, I still feel like I'm in the movie. Like, even when I leave the theater, I still feel like I'm in that movie. And my attitude just kind of changes after I see it, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. Yeah, but he definitely made me feel like I was there with those girls on that spring break doing what they're doing. And it was pretty intense, and he definitely made the audience go on a roller coaster ride, because it definitely made that happen to me. The visuals were so great on this movie. Everything was either really, really bright or very, very dark, or a contrast of the two, and that's like the visuals that I love to see in movies. I love to see really, really contrast stuff, or the complete opposite, and a lot of saturation. So I really, really drew my eye in, because that's kind of like what I like to see visually in movies, and it just made the movie pop even more. The score was really, really good, because it was a mix between Harmony Korine, not Harmony Korine, it was a mix between Skrillex and another like electronic artist, I think. I was listening to the score like on my iPod, but not all of it was by Skrillex. I was kind of surprised because I thought it was. But it was great. It made me feel exactly how it should have made me feel. Every song fit perfectly. The only thing I think was a little bit out of place was in the beginning party scene, like the Black Keys was playing, and I was just kind of like, okay, like, why are you guys at a college party listening to the Black Keys? It was just kind of random for me. That was like the only thing. But acting wise, I'm really bad at like telling if an actress was good or not, because I'll think that they're good and then everyone else thinks that they're horrible, and I don't really know how to judge it that well. But just from my judging wise, I guess I'm gonna say, I think Selena Gomez did okay. I don't think she did amazing. I don't think she did horrible. I think she just was kind of subpar. She was just kind of like there. The one person that kind of surprised me the most was Vanessa Hudgens, and I think she did really, really well. I don't know if that's just because like she's most like her own character or what it was. Ashley Benson was good. I guess I was expecting her performance anyway, so she did well. And I think that Rachel Korn was a good kind of mix between a familiar face, and I really liked her. And if you guys didn't know, it's the director's wife, which is a little weird, but anyways, I thought she did really well, and she kind of reminded me of Jennifer Lawrence in some parts, but I really liked her. Okay, now I'm going to get on like the subject matter, and how I don't think that this movie is trashy and stuff like that, because someone was talking to me about it on Twitter, and I was just getting so riled up because I just know that this is how so many people are going to think about this movie. Oh, it's just Disney stars like wasting away their careers and just being raunchy and all this stuff. But it's like, it's not for no point. You know, we're not watching an American Pie movie or something like that. This is like an actual work of art, and there's so much thought behind this movie, and there's so much behind the movie that these people aren't going to see unless you're willing to see that. Showing the darker side of the current like American youth, and like this stuff is happening all the time. Like maybe not to the extent of what this movie is, but you know, the drugs, the alcohol, the sex, all this, like just doing things just because you feel like you're young and you're untouchable, and like this happens all the time. Like none of this stuff is sugar-coated, and I think it's just people are like, oh, well, we don't want to like see that, but that's what's really happening. I just don't think that it was unrealistic at all. Yes, like the whole James Franco part and all that stuff with the gangs might be a little bit like over the top, but that's the point because it's a movie. And I just thought it was a really original idea, actually, in a kind of a weird way. I was watching an interview and Harmony said that like all of a sudden one day he just had a vision of like these girls like robbing spring break tourists like in pink masks, like ski masks, and then that's just how the movie kind of started, and it turned out like so well. So I really liked it. Yeah, I would say that before you, like, if you think that it looks trashy and stuff like that, like, maybe don't say that before you see the movie, just because I think you'll see that it's kind of like this really great art form, and there's definitely reasons to why he's putting this stuff in his movies. They're trying to kind of show this really raw side, and if you guys aren't familiar, like, Harmony Korine movies are like this all the time. Like, that's what he likes to do, is he likes to make movies very raw and really show, like, true sides of people, and he did that so well in this movie. I just think that I just kind of wish that the audience was more educated on what Harmony's kind of trying to do with this movie before they just go in and say like, oh, well, it's just like slutty and everyone's just in bikinis and getting drunk, because there's just so much more to it than that. And yeah, I think that this review kind of sucked and probably didn't give you guys a very good idea of the movie. Basically just me talking about why I liked it so much, but I don't really know how else to make a good review. Yeah, so let me know if you guys saw Spring Breakers. Let me know if you guys want to see Spring Breakers or what your guys' thoughts are on that. And if you guys haven't seen it, I did a lookbook inspired by the movie. I'll have that linked in the bottom bar, but it took me a really long time and I worked really hard on it and I really like it. So if you guys could check that out, that'd be awesome. And also if you guys give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which I will have linked in the bottom bar, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!